Yahoo had multiple chances to own the future, and they said no. Not once, not twice, but again and again. Decisions that, in hindsight, feel almost impossible to understand. The kind of moments that make you pause and think, how did they miss this? And then, much later, something unexpected happens. A twist that changes the ending, but not in the way anyone imagined. This is the story of Yahoo. Before we go further, if you're into stories like this, about how companies rise and quietly fall, consider subscribing. Because sometimes the biggest lessons don't come from the winners. In 1994, inside a cluttered computer lab at Stanford, two PhD students sit surrounded by cables, machines, and stacks of books. Jerry Yang and David Philo. They're not trying to build a startup. They're trying to solve a problem. The internet is growing, but it makes no sense. There's no structure, no map. So they build one, a directory, a curated list of websites organized into categories like technology, news, sports, and entertainment. Simple, manual, human. And it works. Because in a world of chaos, clarity wins. By 1996, Yahoo grows fast. Very fast. It becomes the front door to the internet. Millions of people start their day there. Email, news, weather, stocks, everything in one place. It feels complete, efficient. But something changes, quietly. Yahoo stops being a guide and starts becoming a destination. Instead of helping people navigate the internet, they begin trying to keep people inside it. They expand. More products, more services, more categories. Yahoo Mail, Yahoo Finance, Yahoo Messenger, Yahoo News. It looks like strength, growth, momentum. But it's also the beginning of something else. Then, in 1998, a completely different philosophy appears. A blank page, no portal, no categories, just a search bar. Google. Where Yahoo is expanding, Google is narrowing. Where Yahoo is adding, Google is removing. Where Yahoo is becoming everything, Google decides to become one thing: search. Around that same time, in the late 1990s, Yahoo gets its first real chance to own that future. Google is still small, still early, available for roughly $1 million. Yahoo hesitates. They don't see it as the future, just another feature. By 2002, they try again. Google is growing now, stronger, more visible. Yahoo makes an offer, but they push the price down. Google walks away. 2 chances, gone. And in those same years, Yahoo is already using Google. Their search results are powered by Google's technology. They are sitting on top of the future, using it, benefiting from it, but never truly understanding it. Because inside Yahoo, search is just one piece of a much bigger system. Inside Google, search is everything. And that difference changes everything. As the 2000s unfold, the internet begins to fragment. Google takes search. Facebook, starting in 2004, takes social. Amazon expands into commerce. YouTube, launched in 2005 and later acquired by Google in 2006, takes video. Each company chooses, focuses, obsessively. Yahoo doesn't. By the mid-2000s, inside Yahoo, the question becomes harder to answer. What are we? A tech company? A media company? An advertising platform? The answer keeps shifting. Leadership changes, strategies reset. Products are launched and abandoned. Companies are acquired and slowly fade inside a system that doesn't fully know what to do with them. Yahoo keeps moving, but without direction. Then in 2008, another defining moment. Microsoft offers to buy Yahoo for $44 billion. A massive deal, a chance to redefine the company's future. Yahoo says no. They believe they can still win, still grow, still become something bigger. Years later, that decision feels very different. There's a detail that explains all of this. Jerry Yang once described Yahoo not as a single product, but as a collection of services. And that's the problem. Yahoo never chose one identity, never committed to one mission. It became a bundle, a container. And containers struggle to compete against conviction. By the early 2000s, Yahoo still has scale, hundreds of millions of users, but no dominance, no category it owns, no space where it leads. In 2012, Marissa Mayer, a former Google executive, is brought in as CEO to turn things around. There's optimism, a renewed push into mobile, design, and acquisitions. In 2013, Yahoo buys Tumblr for $1.1 billion, hoping to capture a new generation of users. But direction remains unclear, and time is no longer on their side. And then comes the unexpected moment. Back in 2005, Yahoo had invested in a relatively unknown Chinese e-commerce company, Alibaba. At the time, it looked like just another strategic move. But over the next decade, that stake explodes in value. By the mid-2000s, it becomes worth tens of billions of dollars, more than Yahoo's core business itself. It doesn't save the company, but it changes the ending. In 2016, Yahoo is sold to Verizon for $4.8 billion, a fraction of what it once could have been. And the irony is hard to ignore. The most valuable part of Yahoo was never Yahoo. It was what they happened to own, while missing everything else. Yahoo didn't fail because it lacked talent. It didn't fail because it was too early or too late. It failed because it never chose. In a world that rewards clarity, focus becomes power. And trying to be everything quietly turns into becoming nothing at all. At the same time Yahoo was expanding in every direction, another company chose a single path: story, emotion, craft. And in doing so, they didn't just build a company, they changed an entire industry. Pixar. That's the next story. Now I want to hear from you. Which founder, company, or rise and fall story should we cover next? Drop your ideas in the comments, and it might just become the next episode of The Founder Files.